Decades in the making, a $7 million project designed to reduce flooding along Little Mill Creek is finally complete. Federal, state, and local leaders came together in September to celebrate.
This was not perfect. This has been a mess for a long time, and I think we've made it a whole lot better.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers designed the project to widen two sections of the creek and deepen the lower section. Trees were also planted, and more than 11,000 tons of rocks were placed to further slow floodwaters.
This is probably not a project that captures the mind of the broader public, but if you're here and you've been affected by this flooding over the years, you know what a big deal this is in getting this done.
No one knows this better than Doug Suter. He owns General Automotive, a car repair shop along Brookside Drive in Wilmington.
Since the flood in 1989, including that one, I've been flooded 32 times.
The '89 flood was Suter's first and by far the worst. All you see in these old pictures from the time are the roofs of submerged cars. Suter shows me some Polaroids of the damage to the inside of his shop.
This was the July 5th, 1989 flood.
And is that the water line right there?
Yes, ma'am. I lost a lot of customers. Some of them I lost due to the fact their cars were here, they were destroyed, and they expected me to pay for them.
Suter nearly lost all of his equipment, too. He didn't have flood insurance, but was eventually able to get the business back on its feet. Then when he heard about the Little Mill Creek flood abatement project, he jumped for joy. But that was 25 years ago. Since then, it's been an endless cycle of flood, cleanup, rebuild.
We've outfitted the shop to where most of our equipment is stored at least 3 feet off the ground. We move the cars to higher ground and we prepare for it, which, if we do flood, makes the cleanup a lot easier.
The first signs of forward progress came in 2007 when work on the upper portion of Little Mill Creek in Ellesmere was finished. Crews widened the channel to protect homes from constant flooding. The work was completed between the WHYY Bridge and the CSX Railroad Bridge.
Those of us affected here felt that, okay, that project's done. Let's shift into gear and get going and get this end of this project completed. And that took 8 more years.
Suter understands when so many levels of government are involved, efficiency often falls by the wayside. But at the end of the day, he's just glad it's done.
You're not going to be able to stop flooding. That's in control of Mother Nature. What we can do is reduce the impact of it. So instead of having a 1-person bathtub, we now have a 2 or 3-person bathtub. We can hold more water. So instead of, say, having 2 feet of water in the shop, I may only have 6 inches. And that's a huge impact.
An impact Suter is banking on. He dropped his flood insurance this year.